He outranges stuff like a lot of Brand's abilities if you actually hit the max range E's. LNG still have a couple of divers going into a lot of anti-melee stuff. They do have... nice, thank you. Nio, making an appearance bot side. It's like having those you know those trail cameras where you have them just in the wilderness and you see what runs over them? You just see a deer. This time they've got a weapon of warfare. Trying to hold the wave outside a tower now. Braum passive onto Ovo. Flashes under tower. He doesn't have that flash now to do anything. He doesn't have a aftershock or anything. Heal used early, and that'll be a dead Leona. Hang on a second, though. Still going to be the 1-for-1, and it is the Smolder getting the kill. Solo kill trying to stack up that Q. Hits the level 6. Now, because of the XP difference between the Smolder and the Xante, jump forward to mid lane. I really like seeing the two arcane skins against each other, actually. The visuals of it are very cool. Solo kills, charging with his Q, pulls him through the wall. This one does have flash. Will it matter? No, it will not. Damn, that name is appropriate sometimes, isn't it? Gets himself the kill onto the Smolder. Nio on the other side gets the Braum passive, and there's a... Well, hang on a second, there's a wave of tower. Is he able to make it out? No, the minions! The minions not able to tank the turret. I think he ended up taking aggro from a burn onto another target. He was close enough to their tower to switch tower aggro over. Recall's not stopped. Second one is actually Nightcat. Now in a little bit of trouble. Uses the shield for the move speed. Another Q comes up. What are the legendary creatures to the northeast, south, and west for China? Grubs. Oh yeah, by the way, Brand's specialty kills Grubs very, very quickly. First one goes down. Now they're going to engage off of that. Good play onto Brand. The Braum, and the ult goes through as well. Wow, that's an easy kill, actually. The Brand doing hella damage. Yep. That champion's been buffed a hell of a lot, by the way, holding the choke point. I tell you what, if Brand is back, that opens up so many different draft options. The patch potentially opening up things closer towards summer of last year in some of those drafts. So walking around following the jungle. Leave previously in this split ended up getting, I think, a world record for this value of Sana. That's a dead Xante. Yep, that's why you pick Renekton Brand. Renekton has always been it, and I'm not talking about the small. Shafan wants to take the scuttle if possible. Don't think there's going to be a contest on that. Early smites takes care of that. Can you say that again about the feed? Yes, I can, Hidom. So Japanese curry. There's a lot of... Pretty much everyone has their own variation of Japanese curry. Look, okay, look, I'll talk about it after the dragon fight, because... There's probably going to be a dragon fight. Yep, there is. There we go. Ovo goes on to leave. Flashes that, cleanses away. The center ult doesn't hit anyone, so no damage comes through. Kelstorm drops on the other side. That's not bad. Nio lands the double sleep. Is there any follow-up? Flash forward for the W. Q afterwards as well. Dead Brand. Has he died for the attempt? Perhaps. Smolder can get some damage in, and a snipe from the Jace takes down the enemy jungler. 1-for-1, but HP bars in favor of NIP. Flash forward for the Braum passive. Jace potentially getting taken down by his old partner in crime as well. Victor not able to finish that one off. The Xante will live. Lots of, you find what makes things taste good to yourself, really. Teleport towards the top side. Solo kill might try and drag him under turret with the W. Forces high chair back. In fact, Zucker takes aggro to make sure that the Jace can survive. Is that going to be enough to save him? Last turret shots is enough. 1-for-1 solo kill with the help of Leave getting a cross-map kill. Kill goes to the Xante under that top turret. I really like how Solo Kill played that, saying, look, I'm going to clear the wave, I'm going to punt you into the turret. Use the W, use the ults. You could also see on the other side of that Zucker taking aggro to make a huge part of that play now. DMB will take this top lane out of turrets. More gold towards that Victor. This is a really good team comp for Victor to kill later on. Not going to lie. God. Thank you, Dad Robert. Thank you, Sam Gray. Funnily enough, Laganjie, the team LGD, their name comes from a competitor brand too, Lagama. But in here, we'll see how our rivals can interact with this one. Braum shield blocking out that Smoldering, keeps Leave safe. I think Ovo has just died for that dive. Brand could potentially get an ult to the back lane though, and does. And folks, let's not bounce the Brand ult around. Let's be serious now for a second. Decent damage coming through. The world stacking center as well as Leave in its current iteration on the center. Good thing onto there. Sleep lands onto him. Will cleanse out on it. He's still at this risk, you know. Flashes out from the ultimate. Cleanse, flash away. He might have gone too far for this now. One more bit of damage will kill him. Chaofeng trying to get it through. Is there enough burn? No, there isn't, because the last Q heal comes through. Nio flash in for the Q. Niket has turned himself into the play too. Two hit the floor. Can they find a third one? I'm not sure. The slow misses. NIP, another Swirl Seed landing. They have vision on it. That'll be down without a fight, though. Smite comes in from LNG. Ooh, not bad damage there. Ultimate's traded. Chaos Storm, a Dawning Shadow. DMB. He's stationed in that mid lane against Hai Chao. Catch onto Ovo. He has no flash. It's a good Zenith played into the backline. Zervazurka doesn't have flash. If he had flash, he might be able to follow up that play, but he can't now. The Braum passive threatening now. Leave, gets himself another stack. 99. When's he going to get the 100 stack? Very close onto it. There we go. 100 stacks at 22.49. A ridiculous stacking rate from Leave. 100 stacks. He has an extra 50% crit chance. An extra 100 range or something like that. Yeah, does not do things in half measures. Does Leave on these stacking champions. Derby trying to beat off the enemy team. I'm sure Jace is happy with that. Derby walking forwards again. Charges up that Q. Fish 1 flashing out. Atakan taking a lot of damage off of NIP, shredding them a little bit. But you can see these W's landing from the center, getting good value here. This fire cannon giving them decent amount. Zenith Blade landing onto Nightcat. Ovo goes down. He's had a difficult series here. As Chaos Storm comes through, gets a bit of a reset. Nio is low. There's a potential of a turnaround fight here. Is it an Atakan? Dragged back by the all-out. The brand is out of the pit. Atakan secured, and NIP will take themselves the objective and be able to roll forward into the fight. Slow lands onto Fish 1. Has the cleanse, but I don't know whether it'll save him. Sucker into the backline. I don't think he can do much again without that flash, though. Smolder, Fish 1, not able to stand and fight at any point in this series. Doomby have bloodletters now. We can get some extra shred across the team, which is important. That can help out the Lilia a little bit. Walking in towards the blue buff steal. There are more members from LNG on the top side close to this build blue buff, so if it comes to a fight, LNG might have better angles. Zenith Blade and hands, and the Blast Cone puts Nio into a difficult spot. Flash will wait them on the Solar Flare. Into the choke point we go. Chaos Storm is okay. Leave. Jesus Christ, that damage from Leave. Shock Blast land. Zucker on the flank. Does have the flash coming up in a second. Leona goes down though. Zucker will clean up one in the back line, but I don't think he's got that much more to say about this fight. I suppose he does have the dominance, though perhaps maybe he will. Has flash. Gets on towards that Lilia. Empowered stun comes through. Good damage coming through. Sleep coming back from the Lilia though. And potentially that sees off the end of this fight. Death Ray comes through. Flash in from Zucker, trying to kill out that Lilia. And will not quite be able to do so. The shield from the footwork of Cassante saves his jungler. Fights in the jungle. Put it into their favor. Can they take down this mid lane outer turret as well? Perhaps. There we go. Second turret of the game down for them. Third turret, rather. He reached that 100, and then he's not been stacking as heavily right now, but doesn't matter, really. He's already got the range he needs. 225 has been hit by the Smolder, so he has his own stacks as well. He's only up those 2 items, not as scary. Double just missing there, although does have flash. Nio. This is a problem now. You're fighting into a choke point. Let's see how much damage Fish 1 on the Smolder can do. That scaling factor is kind of scary. Solar Kill has a couple of options. That's an ult onto the brand from the Lilia. Solar Kill flashing forwards, and that ult from the Lilia kills him down. Hai Chao getting decent damage on Solar Kill, and it will bring him down with the last of the brand passive. Ends up being 1 for 1, all things said and done. LNG, whatever. Has 3 items. He is on 100% crit, by the way, over that, because the 2 items he has have 50% crit. He'll have a bit of lifesteal on top of that. Now, although I don't know what he's doing there, but he hasn't been there for that long. He's now 0 and 6. LNG really, really struggling in terms of cohesiveness. I actually think Ovo's been an okay playmaker, but just the movements around the map are just not good enough for flash forward. And Hai Chao on the Jace, maybe sent into the underworld. The burn will kill him. Senna overkills with the ults. Jace goes down. NIP take... I don't know if you can say RNG are playing in LDL. That's true. But it felt like they really just played softball with Season 2, you know? Great damage again from Lee. That Infinity Edge. Ow, Last Whisper on top of it too. Yep, that'll hurt. Turrets get taken. Turret gets taken by both of the J-Vic duo. One on one side of the map, one on the other. We have them on the side, and Victor beats off Chase from the top lane, which I'm sure he's very happy about. Oh, God. Never let me have a microphone again. Or access to AO3. Shafog headed towards top side. It's an honorable 1v1. Let them fight. Let them fight. Let them work out their frustration. I think Victor's winning this one. I think it... Wait, maybe not. Yes, he does. There we go. Kill Over towards Victor. Good night, sweet prince. In his world. And that, yeah, he kind of stuck to his own morals, I suppose, and to his own values. Dragon will go down to an IP. It'll be a third one for them. Kind of surprised that they didn't do Invasion of Ionia of the storyline. What I really want, the League Cinematic Universe to do is do like this whole, do this whole arc, build up a load of characters, and then go into Ruination. Jesus Christ, this center does so much damage. Still managed to step things out. Brawl Shield stops this small. The ultimate leap is still auto-attacking. That's a ton of damage. Has to pull the ultimate back. Your redemption will come through. It's like Leaf didn't take any damage at all. Ovo certainly did, though. Leona hits the ground. NIP will march in towards the base. It's not really been much of a contest from LNG this series, sadly, from them. The 167 stack center is just ripping him to shreds. To shreds, you say. What about his wife? Oh, to shreds, you say. Anyone else remember that from Futurama? Yeah, gonna keep making more Futurama references until someone gets them. Leaf takes some more damage. Has some extra lifesteal, though, from his excess stacks from that crit chance. Don't take extra damage when you need to, though. That Smolder can still execute you. Perhaps Smolder can mount some kind of wave clear defense. Quite hard to see it right now, though. Has the fire cannon for some target access. Leaf is healing up so much, though. Look at the amount of damage does to Renekton as well. The Sterex has popped for just some poke. I mean, there's been some shields denied now by the Serpent's Fang coming in from Haicha. They do have 5 people alive, but they're just getting slowly bled out over their own Nexus. Turret goes down. NIP, they stick around. Jesus Christ, the poke between the AD carries hurts a lot. Braum passive misses onto Zucker that. Importantly so, the Q going wide. The damage again, no Sterex. This poke onto Leaf is not bad. Haicha trying his best. The Braum trying to block up some of that brand damage on the other way through. All it needs is one last skill shot. Doombeat goes golden. He has flash to make his way out of this. Again, the brand, where is the damage? Nyket doing some damage. No, Bo's the first to fall. Passive immune by now going into Zhonya's on the other side. He will live long enough to see himself through to an ultimate just about. And that'll be a triple kill to set it. God, we might get ourselves a Penta, a Quadra. Zucker, no flash, no Sterex. Perhaps a Penta on the table. He's running for his life. But I don't know if he'll be able to deny the top of all prizes. A stun is not enough. Pentakill to leave. 5 dead. 191 stacks on the setup. Leave caps it off with the greatest of all prizes in League of Legends.